What's happening, everybody? Thanks for tuning into the channel. All right, we got a little Habs and Flyers matchup for you tonight. Going to do a little pregame show for you. I've had a lot of fun doing these with you guys. But before we do, I want to mention, yes, once again, it's here. It's here. My new camera, yes, there it is, has arrived. And no, I have not been able to use it yet because, as it turns out, you guys, when you order this camera, it does not come with a memory card. So I wish I would have known that ahead of time, but I did not. So I'm gonna have to wait at least a few more days to use this thing. I am just more anxious by the day to show you guys what this thing looks like. So that being said, let's talk about the matters at hand here. The Montreal Canadiens playing against the Philadelphia Flyers, and none other than Mike Matheson is finally going to get the chance to make his Montreal Canadiens debut tonight on the left side defense. He was told, actually, by the Canadiens that he would be their number one defenseman when traded for Jeff Petrie and Ryan Poehling. So that being said, you know what I thought it would be fun to do is just a quick little reminder of Mike Matheson's numbers before he plays his next NHL game. It's been a while since he actually played, but let's look at his numbers. So the Point Claire native, yes, that is where your pal Deeksy here is from. So I think we look alike personally. I think there's a little bit of resemblance there. The red hair, the face, everything. I don't know, but 28 years old, Mike Matheson shoots left and he's a left shot defenseman on the left side from Point Claire, Quebec. Like I said, where I'm from, 6'2", 193 pounds. Matheson's a first rounder, so he's a first rounder from the 2012 NHL entry draft from the Florida Panthers, drafted 23rd overall. And some of you might remember last year, he had his most productive season in the NHL with the Pittsburgh Penguins, having himself a decent season, 11 goals, 20 assists, good for 31 points in 74 games played. Had a plus 12. I think that's important to note as well, had a plus 12. So for those that don't know, Jordan Harris will be drawing out of the lineup. He'll be the healthy scratch tonight for the Canadiens, but Martin St. Louis actually, and I love how the Canadiens are more transparent when they're making lineup changes now. So he actually said that Jordan Harris, Arber Xhekaj, and Jonathan Kovacevic are going to be rotating throughout the lineup now with Mike Matheson returning. So we know that in advance now. So it won't be a surprise or a shock that Xhekaj or Harris or Kobe's going to be a healthy scratch at any point. So coming into this game, the Habs are 8-1. The Philadelphia Flyers are 7-3. So I mean, like, standings wise, they're not very far apart. We've got Carter Hart, most likely. It says probable right now. Jake Allen is confirmed to start in net for the Montreal Canadiens. And there were some early comparisons from Carter Hart to Carey Price at one point in terms of his playing style and who he studied. So we'll see what kind of game that Carter Hart has. But let's go right into the lineups tonight too, folks. So we're going to start with the Montreal Canadiens, of course, because that's the team that I cover mostly on this channel, if you didn't know. But you know what? That's not entirely true. You might not have known that because according to YouTube, new viewers are being the algorithm's putting out videos to new viewers all the time. So if this is your first time, I want to say welcome. I want to say welcome to the Deeks channel, and let's go through the Habs lineup. So there really isn't any changes except for Mike Matheson tonight, guys. So same lineup as the other night against the Columbus Blue Jackets. The top line hopefully can start producing again. And actually, they did produce the other night. It was just Caulfield that just couldn't hit the back of the net. And Kirby Dach and Nick Suzuki did get on the score sheet against the Columbus Blue Jackets. Christian Dvorak still centering the second line with Mike Hoffman and Brendan Gallagher. Sean Monahan centering a pretty decent third line, which I think is getting better by the game. Monahan at center, Evgeny Dadonov, who has been getting better by the game, like I just kind of mentioned about this whole line here, but Dadonov specifically has been getting better. Josh Anderson on their right side, he had a nice goal against his former team the other night against Columbus too. Michael Pezzetta getting another game under his belt. Every game just seems to be such a big deal for Pezzetta because he doesn't really know how long he's going to be in Montreal, and he wants to keep an NHL job, and he's been working hard, and we all love his work ethic. He's a fan favorite. So Michael Pezzetta on the left side of the fourth line with Jake Evans at center and Juraj Slafkovsky, the guy on this jersey right here, ladies and gentlemen. So going into our defensive pairings now, it does actually say game time decision still right now for Mike Matheson, but we have been told it's confirmed coming from Eric Engels that Matheson will make his debut. So he'll be starting on the first pair with Joel Edmondson, which I do like that. I like Eddie going back with a a veteran defenseman like Mike Matheson and not having to be the veteran presence on a pair with, Arbor Xhekaj. Not that it's a bad thing, but these guys, how comfortable Joel Edmondson was with Jeff Petrie. And now Petrie's replacement here, ideally, is Mike Matheson. So we're going to see how those two pair together. And then Caden Gooley and David Savard are going to stay together on the second pair. On the third pair, Arbor Xhekaj and Jonathan Kovacevic. And I'm actually really curious to see how Kovy and Xhekaj play together, because Kovy has been a steady presence on the back end for the Canadiens. So I like the fact that Arbor Xhekaj is going to be paired with him. Those guys are both big boys, over 6'2". Xhekaj, we know, is around 6'4". So I just think that it's an interesting pairing. So I'm looking forward to seeing how all the pairings work out, but that's another one that I'm looking at closely. The first power play unit, Kirby Dach, Nick Suzuki, Sean Monahan, Cole Caulfield, and Mike Hoffman for the Canadiens. And on the second power play unit for the Habs, Brendan Gallagher, Evgeny Dadonov, Uri Slavkovsky. I still think he should be on the first power play unit, but he'll get there. He'll get there. And then Josh Anderson and Arbor Xhekaj. So that's the second power play unit for the Montreal Canadiens. And then if you want to go to the injuries, because, there's not too many. The guys are getting healthy now. Just Carey Price, Paul Byron, Yoel Armia, who's day-to-day now, and then Jonathan Drouin out. Mike Matheson, of course, drawing back in for the Montreal Canadiens. So, so that's pretty much the Habs, lineup there. If you want to talk about who the leading scorers are for each team, let's talk about this. So Travis Konecny on the winger for the top line of the Philadelphia Flyers leads the Flyers in points with 19. Nick Suzuki leads the Canadiens with 21. Leading in goals for these two teams, Konecny with 7, Nick Suzuki with 11. Kevin Hayes, I believe it is Kevin, 13 assists. He's leading in assists for Philadelphia, and Kirby Dach leading in assists for the Habs at 11. So some interesting little information there. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below about Mike Matheson officially making his debut. You know what? I'm gonna have a little bit of fun with you guys for a second. I'm gonna see if I can get a little picture of Mike Matheson here. Is there resemblance? You guys tell me. I don't know. I know I'm far away from the mic right now, but I don't know. I'm trying to put myself next to Mike Matheson. There's a bit of resemblance there. I think there's some, but I'm looking forward to him making his debut tonight. I'm actually looking for some more steadiness, if you will, back on the Habs defensive end there, and hopefully some more offense too. I just looked at the the power play unit, and when I actually look at the first power play unit for the Habs, don't see. Let me go back here. Sorry, second power play unit. I don't see Mike Matheson listed right now on either of the power play units, but that could change. I'm not sure if that's going to change tonight, if he's just going to go right on the PP, or if he's going to just get his feet wet here, and then they're going to work him in, because it's kind of a lot to ask to put him on the power play right away and start producing. But who knows, right? So we'll see what happens there. But I'm going to be hopefully watching this game when I get home from work, so it's going to be a late one. But I will be posting a reaction, as I usually do later on Saturday nights, to this game. So be sure to stay tuned for that. And thank you for watching this. Thank you for watching this show, you guys. I really appreciate it. The Habs are hopefully going to get back in the W column. But, the Flyers are no tough customer. But I know that John Tortorella just seems to have challenges in the Bell Center. I don't know what it is, but we've beaten him a lot in that building. So anyway, that to say, who knows what's going to happen. So don't say I'm jinxing us. Okay, don't say that. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you post game, and that's all I got. See you soon, guys. Ciao.